Has the idea of meeting a genius ever crossed your mind? A man who altered the history of a sport and received nothing but trouble and unfounded charges in return. We'll demonstrate in this film how one man began with nothing and created an estate that is essentially an empire. At the age of 49, Tiger Woods shows off the interior of his home. Check it out, it's not what you expected. Tiger Woods is arguably one of the most well-known athletes in the world. Although he is a well-known golfer, his quality of life is what really makes him famous. His most valuable property may be the $54 million estate he owns on Jupiter Island, Florida. Then, where did he obtain it? Let's take a little look back. In 2007, Tiger purchased a 12-acre plot of land on Jupiter Island, Florida, for approximately $40 million. He inspected the items produced there, and by 2010, he had constructed a size-able property that included a main home and a multipurpose structure. Not only is this farm enormous, but it also appears uninteresting due to its nearly 9-acre layout and more than 20,000 square feet of buildings. But you're not correct. Every action seems to have been prepared for years before being taken. Perhaps you believe that there are many buildings. What is unique about Tiger's building? You may also wonder why Tiger created it because it doesn't appear to be a typical house. Some claim that this castle is a nuclear fallout bunker, and others claim that it has an oxygen treatment room. Which is true and which is not? You will learn all you need to know about Tiger Woods and his house from this film. There are many stories circulating about Tiger's house, and everyone is talking about it. It's challenging to distinguish between what is and is not true. Therefore, this film will be a complete breakthrough. We are aware that you are eager to learn what Tiger has been withholding from us. We will not keep you waiting any longer. It's here. We only know that the estate contains a lot of pools, including a dive pool for fun and a lap pool for exercise, despite the numerous untrue rumors. A basketball and tennis court that is open to the public comes next. In addition, bunkers are arranged as they would be during an actual event, and he has real grass both inside and outdoors. What are your thoughts? Is all that space really for show, or does Tiger practice his short game at home? The home is divided into two structures, the main living space and an exercise and gym wing. Every time you pass through the window at the end of this hallway, stunning views are revealed. Behind those walls, he reportedly has a wine cellar, a movie room, an elevator, and that notorious oxygen chamber. In fact, it's a hyperbaric oxygen treatment room, and its purpose is to speed up his recovery from injuries. He might have utilized this space to recover from the wounds he sustained in the 2021 car accident. You may be thinking, okay, so it has pools and hallways, but what makes this different from another celebrity palace? This is due to the fact that Tiger never purchases a home carelessly. His home reflects his life and aspirations, much like the residences of other well-known individuals. He was a patient and hard-working man. Even after undergoing grueling operations and recovering, he remained committed to his career and aspirations. A man like that is highly respected by fans. What did he do, then, that all of his once loving pals turned against him? You'll find out soon enough, so don't worry. Has it ever occurred to you why he chose Jupiter Island before we did? It is regarded as one of the most prestigious zip codes in the U.S. Big nasty billionaires, politicians, and Celine Dion have all called it home. Only roughly 900 people call it home. After all of his issues and injuries from the 2000s to the 2020s, Tiger needed to escape from everyone, and this location served as his safe haven. The problem is that many people are misinformed about the size of the land. According to some estimates, the main home is 12,000 square feet, with a 14,000 square foot gym wing. According to some, the total area is more like 22,000 square feet. Which one is it? The news that Woods owned 12 acres of land on Jupiter Island, where a 20,000 square foot home is located, stunned everyone. Are you curious about what else makes the Woods house special? His property is home to the alleged 9-hole course, which has bunkers and an ocean breeze, much like a true tournament fairway. Enough about the railroads and pools outdoors. Let's pass through that wall of glass. You might imagine landing in an opulent living room with opulent lighting. Now you find yourself in the center of Tiger's training environment. Playing golf is difficult. Woods had to run 4 miles at 6 in the morning when he was at his best. As a component of a rigorous and inhumane training regimen. Afterward, at 7 a.m., lift weights. At 8:30, he used to play golf. Then, around 12:30, he had lunch. He used to eat, take a rest, and then play 9 to 12 rounds at 1:30. He then worked out in the evening around 5:30. He used to sleep in his oxygen room around 7 p.m. at the end of the day. Every component shouts, function. It was a treat for a man whose life revolves on his job. But if he did this every day, does it guarantee he would always be content and successful? It isn't accurate. Because of a really terrible event that happened to him, he would give up his current life. What was meant by that? I'll tell you. When he won the US Open in 2008 while having stress fractures in his leg and a ruptured ACL, it was the first indication that something was wrong. He had been playing through agony in one of the most well-known 91-hole matches. Following surgery, he took some time off, but his issues grew worse over time. His back and knee issues began to interfere with his game in 2010. Years of strong swings, rigorous training, and the physical strain of competitive golf had worn him down. The worst thing that pained him, though, wasn't that. Woods had to miss a lot of events in 2014 due to excruciating back discomfort. The most significant turning moment was this. In 2017, he underwent a risky spinal fusion as a result of numerous surgeries, including 4 on his back. He once claimed that his sickness was so severe that he couldn't even get out of bed, much less go to a party. After that, he continued to have bad luck. Woods could have died in a car accident in Los Angeles in February 2021. He needed surgery immediately after breaking multiple open bones in his right leg. They feared he would never be able to walk or play golf again. However, Woods' perseverance and determination allowed him to recover and resume his previous life. To everyone's astonishment, the training wing continues to operate today. But far less running training than before. He now engages in a lot more rehabilitation and PT. Take a moment to imagine this. You walk through that glass bridge and into a space that combines elements of a movie theater, a gym, and a rehabilitation clinic. With 6,400 square feet of commercial-grade equipment, a private elevator, and a multimedia room where you can watch a movie or unwind without leaving the building, the gym is reportedly a beast. Then it was discovered that beneath the floors was an oxygen treatment room. Why would a golfer require something that seems like it would be useful for mountain climbers? Is it merely a local tale, or did it actually aid in his recovery from his well-known 2021 crash? We'll address that question later, so keep it in mind. Now, behind the gym movie theater, there's a secret location. Tiger and his TGR design team planned the private practice facility. It's a The 5-acre short game haven features 6 tournament-grade bunkers, for sculpted greens, and a club range for drills ranging from 85 to 145 yards. To provide the impression that the wind is unpredictable, one green area even encircled by plants and sand. The real fun starts at this point. Tiger is rumored to have an indoor bunker located deep within the practice wing where he can practice making a hole-in-one despite the presence of cameras, rain, or heat. Then, of course, came the water. Before, we briefly discussed the pool, now, we'll go into further detail. He constructed 2 distinct pools outside the structure, a deep diving pool that was better suited for performances and a long lap pool for endurance dives. There is also supposed to be a reflecting pool. For what reason? There is even a baby pool, according to news reports, which is most likely for his 2 children, Sam and Charlie. The question of whether these water features are intentionally designed healing areas or part of a deliberate display of excess is actually up for dispute. We neglected the bases, or perhaps we should say the bones, while we were away. In 2013, doors wouldn't close all the way, walls were tilting, and cracks began appearing. The opulent island home appeared to be sinking, and not just literally. According to TMZ, the dining room had a large hole in it. According to sources, the spread happened quickly and the pilings weren't set properly. Tiger Woods reportedly lost a lot of money when gambling on coastal property. He had an extremely difficult time. At the moment, Tiger appeared to be quite sad. What was wrong? We'll inform you later. According to new evidence, builders included deep stabilizers, steel pilings that descend dozens of feet, to prevent the home from collapsing, despite some people's belief that it would collapse on its own. Now, the true question is whether he spent a lot of money on this process or if the $15 million he spent for building insurance was all that was required. Let's investigate. According to reports, Woods had a lot of support from his supporters during a difficult time and was able to get back on track. At last, he could afford to pay for this. But that's not all. The details and the reality will be revealed to you later. This time, focus on the docks. Indeed, the Intracoastal Canal has 2 boat docking locations. This could be done to give the yacht some privacy. However, there are rumors of a hidden tunnel that runs from the basement to the boathouse. Is this a simple escape route or is it too intricate? There has been a lot of writing on this complex tube, but remember that we are discussing Woods, not Batman. The main home features dark hardwood floors, white stone columns, and a broad view of the ocean. On purpose, the decor is kept minimal. It has a game room, a wine cellar, a dining area, a fireplace, and, yep, a private movie theater hidden beneath the gym wing. 4 bedroom suites with separate master bathrooms are available. It doesn't feel quite right. This sounds much like home. Did someone on Reddit overstate it when they claimed that Tiger maintains a monastery-like temperature and dim lighting, or was it accurate to say that this strategy was founded on healing and silence? Additionally, don't overlook the basketball and tennis courts. Rumor has it that, particularly following 8 spinal surgeries, it can also serve as a staging location for physical rehabilitation and family time. Let's first discuss a crucial topic before responding to the previous query. As you recall, Woods had a difficult year in 2013. You must now find out what became of him. When Tiger Woods was first accused of using drugs in 2013, it rocked the sports world. The scandal centered on Woods' contact with Dr. Anthony Gallia, a Canadian sports physician under investigation for providing performance-enhancing pharmaceuticals to professional athletes, despite Woods' denials and lack of punishment. After his knee surgery in 2009, Gallia gave Woods platelet-rich plasma treatment, a well-liked and authorized healing method. However, it became unclear if Woods had received any illicit pharmaceuticals while receiving therapy when Gallia was later accused of trafficking human growth hormone and other illicit substances. The U.S. Department of Justice spoke with Woods and began an inquiry in 2010. But there was no evidence that he had done anything improper, and he was not charged. The media severely damaged his character and name despite the lack of evidence. Supporters began to disapprove of him, with some claiming that Woods' transformation from a scrawny teenager to a powerful force, his dominant performances, and his deteriorating health all appeared to be related to the usage of performance-enhancing drugs. Woods continued to perform as if that didn't matter. He said that he had been drug-free throughout his career and had never failed a test. It's awful that the media doesn't care about the truth. What will sell to the audience is all that matters to them. Hank Haney, Woods' former swing coach and author, revealed in his book The Big Miss that Tiger was fascinated by military training, recovery technology, and odd fitness routines, which may have led him to investigate unclear legal areas. This revelation came at a crucial moment. Tiger Woods has never tested positive, and there was no concrete evidence that he was doping, despite his denial of guilt. The charges are still valid, though, and they continue to be used against him to cast doubt on his character. That has a long-term negative impact on his mental health. It's time for the actual show now that you have seen the surface, including the courts, Glass Bridge, Tiger Woods' life, the pools, and the awful news. We are currently in the center of Jupiter Island, the home of Tiger Woods. Let's now begin bringing up all of the previous queries. Whether or not there was a secret oxygen therapy room was the key question. Some claim it's part of a medical-grade rehab facility, while others claim it's concealed behind the squat racks. It isn't just a fancy spa technique, according to a number of magazines, including Architectural Digest and The Richest. This unique chamber lowers edema and speeds up muscle healing. For a man who has had 8 back surgeries and an ankle fracture, it's helpful. Sportsmen like Cristiano Ronaldo claim that it works incredibly well for them, in addition to the fact that it worked for him. It's real because of this. Is it underground, though? But not really. It's outdoors in his medical area, in the pen. Next is the bunker beneath the roof. Tiger reportedly possesses an indoor bunker where he can practice his short game even in the absence of light. When that 3 was being constructed, he was present. This 5-acre short game area has a TGR design and features greens, sand traps, repeated wedge practice stations, and even various grass varieties. However, that is outside. Since the indoor bunker hasn't been verified, it's most likely just a depressing tale. However, do not yet become lost in bunkers. The news gets even better. We must discuss the base. Tiger Woods' home began to sink, as we previously reported in 2013. To assess the damage and begin preparing an emergency plan to bring in further assistance, engineers were dispatched. The 15 spiral steel pilings they installed are estimated to have cost roughly $15,000. In addition to the estimated $1 million spent on soil stabilization and excavation, the total came to $225,000. The patch most likely cost more than $1 in total. $5 million. Tiger was reportedly losing millions of dollars in gaming and advertising partnerships as a result of his recent problems. How did he cover this expense? The solution lies in having a solid financial plan and remaining faithful to your sponsors. Despite his personal issues, Tiger continued to receive sponsorship from major companies like Nike and Rolex. His financial records show that he was able to weather the storm with the help of backer funds and profits from previous victories, without having to take out loans or liquidate assets. Was the sinking house a wise investment or a disastrous gamble? Although some news sites referred to it as a calamity, construction experts said that mansions atop fragile marshes in coastal Florida frequently experience this. Rather than simply improving the situation, Woods addressed the issue head-on. In the end, he got the best for himself. Whether Tiger created escape routes was another issue that lingered in my mind. The boathouse has a tunnel that supposedly leads to a hidden basement exit. As of now, there are no plans for tubes. We are aware that the main home on his 12-acre property slopes down to the docks, giving him plenty of space to conceal passageways or catwalks. However, this is only a story until there is verifiable confirmation. Strange alterations have never been noted in police blotters. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. It's reasonable to assume that Tiger wanted to hide underground given his avoidance of cameras following the 2009 controversy. However, we would want to clarify that they are still merely fanciful stories. Many claim that the glass walkway is extremely unique because it conceals a unique door or is bulletproof. It is so straightforward and elegant that it is easy to assume that it was true. However, we are aware that the sole material used to block wind and hurricanes is toughened architectural-grade glass. But impervious to firearms? Not even a reliable engineer has confirmed that. The purpose of the media room in Tiger's gym wing is a matter of opinion. At one point, a well-known platform claimed to have a 30-foot wide Call of Duty setup with moving trophy cases and smoke curtain windows that could be fogged to darken them. The list of advantages and bullet points in that story was excellent. However, nobody else supports it. Yes, the entire situation is false. Due to its excellent location, upscale amenities, and rising land values, Tiger Woods' Jupiter Island mansion is currently valued between $80 million and $94 million. The fact that Woods is worth $1 more than the land itself is more weirder. $330 million. He and his 2 children, Sam Alexis Woods and Charlie Axel Woods, whom he had with his ex-wife Ellen Nordegren, share this safe haven. Sam is now a young man who is attending college and is an excellent soccer player. Charlie, however, is starting to make a reputation for himself in the golf world. They both frequently accompany their father to activities and workouts at home. Following their divorce, Tiger and Ellen made the decision to co-parent their kids, and their relationship remained amicable. These days, he splits his time between taking care of his estate, being a father, and competing in sports. According to reports, he and Vanessa Trump are living together close to Jupiter Island. His age is 49.